Hi, I'm Dr. Magna Parks Porterfield here, and you know what? This is the third part in a series that's entitled Keys to Optimal Mental Health. And I'm actually going to change how I refer to myself. To make it quicker, I'm going to start to referring to myself as Dr. Magna. All right. So, in our second step to Keys to Optimal Mental Health, we've been talking about understanding how our thoughts affect us. And in our first series, I should say our first video on this particular key, I mentioned about self-talk and monitoring the things we tell ourselves. So not only is it important to monitor what we tell ourselves, but we need to start changing what we tell ourselves. And I'll go back to the example that I gave earlier about getting frustrated on the phone with customer service representatives. And I promise you, when I apply this, which I don't always do, it works. When the customer service representative is saying and doing things that's frustrating to me, and I recognize that I'm saying to myself, they should know this. I'm frustrated when they don't know this. I can replace that thought with, maybe they don't understand. I just need to take my time and explain. Or if I have to explain it again, it'll be okay. And so telling myself these things will calm down the frustrated, impatient feelings that I may have. It may also, and should also change my behaviors. Or if you're feeling sad, I gave the example of someone who says to themselves, I'm a loser, I'm a failure, I'm not doing anything much in life. You can look at the situation and say, I may not have done well in this situation, I may not have passed this test, or I may not have gotten this job promotion, or I may not have accomplished this task well, but this is just one thing. I can learn from my mistakes and I can try again. So learning how to change your self-talk after you spend the time analyzing, it's very important to do so. And you know, there's something I missed in the video prior to this. I talked about psychologists understanding how thoughts affect us, but over 4,000 years ago, another person recognized this, the wise man Solomon, because he said, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. So this idea of understanding how thoughts affect us have been around for thousands of years. It's nothing new, it's just that it's being brought to the forefront now by more scientists and research and mental health professionals. So if you start to take an analysis, and as I said in the video prior to this, you start to write down the things that you say to yourself that may lead to anger or excitement or happiness. If you especially want to change those that lead to the anger or the sadness, what you want to do is start learning how to replace those thoughts. Replacing them is real important because you can see what you say to yourself, but if you don't practice replacing them, it really won't be of much use. And I will tell you, it takes a process of time to be able to replace your thoughts. It's not something that you do overnight. Do you remember when you first learned how to ride a bike? Those of you who may know how to ride bikes, you didn't learn immediately. It was practice, and after a while, those training wheels were able to come off and you were able to ride the bike on your own. Same with replacing your thoughts. It takes time. It takes a lot of time, but if you practice, you will get better and better at it. So understanding how thoughts affect us is very important. And I want to also add, there are things that can contribute to unhealthy thoughts. If we're not reading the right things, if we're not watching the correct things, even how we eat can affect our thoughts. Sometimes we may eat, for example, foods that are very spicy, and that actually can help us to get a little more irritated and angry a little more quickly, and we're more likely to think those kind of thoughts that will lead to that. So we have to also watch our lifestyle in regards to our thoughts. I mentioned lifestyle when we were talking about the foundation to mental health, and so watch what you put into your body, through your mouth, through your eyes, through your ears, and you will find that will also help you with thoughts. So when we think about that second step the keys to optimal mental health, I want you to really work on this step of thought. Being able to analyze your thoughts and replace them, and recognizing again that it will take practice and training in order to really do this. And it's a work of a lifetime. It won't be something you just start and stop. But I implore you and I admonish you to start to pay attention to your thoughts and understand that as you start to change your thoughts, your mood will change, your anxiety levels will change, a lot of things will change if you just put effort into doing this. So again, I want you to continue watching these series on keys to optimal mental health. And I'm Dr. Magna, and if you want to contact me, you can always go to my website at www.beingoodhealth.com. That's www.beingoodhealth.com. And I'm so grateful that you were able to watch us today, and I pray that you will continue as we talk about keys to optimal mental health.